nothing romantic about war. War is not good. But, like I said, if we push a group of people to the war, they will defend themselves by any means necessary. So I don't know about any more.
Okay.
Anybody who must have given Doe some kind of information. I was wanted by Doe myself at the time. After I escaped the Soviet embassy, thing, and they arrested me and everything. I don't know. Probably somebody did. I don't know.
Okay. The next one, you mentioned on page 23 about an external intervention. In addition to the other mismanagement and other factors that could have caused a problem for your whole operation, because I see that operation as being one that could have been the most bloodless of all the various coups that we had to deal with. So that's the second question. Was it that? And number two, what would you consider the death toll to have been in your particular invasion from Quiwonkpa's time?
Well,
if it had succeeded.
Apart from the 2 people that died on the bridge, probably I saw one other dead body in town. I could count only 3 persons that died from where I was. Only 3. So the people that died subsequently after Doe came back were people whose pictures were taken, TV camera was showing them jubilating, and people they already wanted to witch hunt.
So if it hadn't been then for the so-called poor planning, internal disorganization, and some external intervention,
right,
that coup would have been the most bloodless coup in the history of this country.
Yes.
Okay. And could you tell us a little bit about that external intervention? I can understand the other issues.
We know, for example, that when the radio station was taken before Doe could come back, there were white guys, and I'm not sure whether they were Israelis or Americans, but I think they were Israelis, who guided the 1st Battalion headed by General Wright to come and take the radio station. So there was some kind of external interference there. I mentioned it in the interview I had with West Africa. But there were guys at the radio station and who were coming with there were few advisors, just telling them technical things,
And what were you talking about with regards to the so-called poor planning and internal disorganization? What really happened?
When you say you want to come in a country, if I knew we have an alien dump truck, which is just like the one that was taking sand from place to place in Monrovia here, probably older than Liberia. If I knew that was the vehicle we had, I wasn't even going to come. The communication set that family bought and brought to us, when we reached in Monrovia, they couldn't work. So we couldn't contact each other from point to point. James Holder said you are going to put up a booster so that we could communicate while we were in the city. When we were in Monrovia, I tried to call Quiwonkpa, I couldn't get anybody. So poor planning on their part. I don't know what Harry Grieve, James Holder, and Robert Phillips were doing, but these guys were probably civilians who didn't know how to plan a coup well. They were just probably acting on their anger against the Doe regime. So they did poor planning inside for us. Quiwonkpa himself, I asked him, I said, Chief, my knowledge of warfare is that if you go to do a coup in situations like that, you have to have a fallback position. If we hit Doe in Monrovia and we don't succeed, what do we do? He said, Joe, go on our side, we succeed.